Tell me, assassin, what did you see? So the listener was right. Tell me, what did you see? What a blessing you've received. The Night Mother has chosen you to fulfill the Litany of Blood. Let me ask you this. Did the passages make any sense to you? Of course. The targets must be marked in some way. Easier than I would make it, but who am I to question the listener? It's clear to me that you must decipher the Litany of Blood and kill the targets inscribed on its pages. What else would a book provided by the listener contain? Determine each target and assassinate them. Beyond that, the will of Sithis isn't for you or I to question. Your task won't be easy, but the listener has faith that you will succeed. You've been given a sacred duty. Perform it well and bring honor to the Night Mother and your sanctuary, assassin. Your brothers and sisters would kill to have been chosen for such a task. The listener required someone special for this task, but the Black Hand wasn't sure who to assign it to. The Night Mother always provides, though. You can read the litany. I'm sure there are clues among its words. Did you have a brush with death? It would fit, and it would explain your special sight, the reason you can read the litany. The last part is easier to interpret. Make ritual offerings with your sacred blade. The assassin's blade you were given access to when you were initiated. The Blade of Woe. It's a symbol and a sacred instrument, the will of Sithis made manifest. I'm sure the blade will play an important role as you complete the litany. There are no wrong people. The Dread Father welcomes every soul you send him, aside from your brothers and sisters. Obey the 5 tenets, and you have no fear of invoking the wrath of Sithis. My accommodations are unacceptable. I had my own chambers in the Mages Guild.
If you feel so strongly about it, we can mail you back there. In pieces.
It's just the way she is. Don't let her get to you.
I didn't ask your opinion, dog handler.
Wonderful. As though they're related.
Well?
does watching battling criminals make you think?
It's all right to be angry. You faithful of Akatosh. But they'll never silence her voice. Her sermons will live on. Just perhaps with a little less zeal, until some of this blows over. Our beloved Grand Sermonizer has been taken.
Too soon! Knight Commander Pantheus demands to meet these challengers in battle! Knight Commander Pantheus...
You want tickets? Talk to the front counter. You want a refund? Go jump in the sea. All sales are final. Oh, do you now? Look, if I don't know you, you aren't worth knowing. You want to earn a name worthy of being on the same card as... Find yourself in that pit and your life is property of this arena until... You'll face whatever I can pull together for the day's events. And even I don't often know what that'll be much in advance. Criminals, heretics... If you're friendly with my sister, don't expect any special treatment.
The beasts are hungry. The challengers will give the walls a wide berth unless they want to become a meal.
Heal me!
Drop the axe on Knight Commander Pantheus!
Akatosh, take me. I did not see that coming. You've got a future in this bloody work. Mark my words. And a well-earned reward it is. I haven't seen a beating that brutal since the Spear Sisters bested the Iron Lion in nothing but their small clothes. Here's the victory purse. I suggest you live a little before your next dance with death.
Don't look away.
Just perhaps with a little less zeal, until some of this blows over.
Welcome to the friendliest... We are so fortunate.
Will we ever feel... A new face. You'll need to speak with Vice Canon Rondar. It's for your own safety, I assure you. In a word, murder. You've arrived at a delicate time. Pray you don't bring more troubles to our doorstep. The Vice Canons would know of any newcomers. Should you be, speak to Vice Canon Rondar in the guild halls, and stay alert. You wouldn't want to be the next victim. Tarry no longer. The Vice Canons await your introduction in the guild hall. The Vice Canons represent each of the Pax territories, Skyrim, Morrowind, and Black Marsh. Each were forged in the Akaviri War, and are competent in both strategy and diplomacy. Together, they oversee the safety and prosperity of Shadowfen. Interesting town, isn't it? It's the largest in Shadowfen and one of the few places you'll find Dunmer architecture. Legend has it the Hiss conquered the Ayleids who once lived here. Complete nonsense, but an amusing story nonetheless. Vice Canon Rondar hails from Skyrim, and is the most vocal of the three. Vice Canon Servina came from Morrowind after the Pax unification. Vice Canon Haytamine is also a relative newcomer to Black Marsh. Her history may be in question, but her aptitude certainly is not.
We don't get a lot of... They say the Hiss weeps with happiness when an Argonian hatches. How can a tree weep?
What nonsense. Everyone knows the Hiss isn't a tree.
Oh, maybe it's a giant Argonian dung pile. Now who's the silly one?
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No more drinking. My head's splitting. My mouth feels like a Kagudi nested in it. And I'm in serious trouble. I don't suppose you'd care to help out a down-on-her-luck chef, would you? Go back in time and cut out my tongue. No, then I wouldn't be able to taste my wonderful cooking. Last night, I made a terrible bet with a hunter friend of mine, Vinaza. I told him cooking was art and hunting was peasants' work. He took offense. I boasted I'd hunt Shadowfen, collecting ingredients from exotic animals. An Aelit's heart, a Kaguti's ribs, eggs of a giant wasp, and delicious mud crab claw meat. I'd meet him in Hissmere and prepare a feast to prove it. But I can't hunt. That's one of the problems. I know you can find these beasts all over Shadowfen, but I don't know where. And I'd get killed if I went roaming around the swamps. You'll have to ask Vinaza, but don't let him know I sent you. Just appeal to his vanity. The old lizard's pride got me into this. I don't see why it shouldn't get me out too. He's probably just outside the city hunting. That's what he does all the time. Thinks he's the greatest gamesman in Shadowfen. Don't ask. What I have to do if I lose, oh, it doesn't bear thinking upon. Just know that if I lose this bet, I'll have to stay drunk for the rest of my life to live down the shame.
Found the killer? No? The bounty pays when you do. Edina did her best to scare the leggings off you, did she? Did she say whoever catches the murdering snowback is in for a nice pile of shiny gold coin? Here's a list of the victims' families. They may know if their kin had enemies. If you can prove whoever's behind this, come find me for your reward.
If you've got business.
Our banners represent the blood.
On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small talk. About time the Vice Cannons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumark, take this accursed town! Shadow Scales, who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot. But if you ask me, the world would be a better place without those scaly fetchers.
Shadow Scales aren't taking any more contracts.
Shh. You think no contract means no? Look at them, prancing about. Well, you're a Blue Reed in Yellow Pete. From out of town, yes? Yes. You're in luck, Blue Reed. Gold runs dry on long journeys. But I've got just the thing to moisten your purse. Mercenaries roil Stormhold's waters for no good reason. They move amongst my people, swaggering and taking what they will. Strange they never bother the Dark Elves, yes? None here lift a claw to stop them. But you aren't from here, and I have gold. Encourage them to leave, Blue Reed. How you do it is your concern. Then I fill your purse, yes. Perhaps you should pretend to consider a purchase. Or perhaps you should consider a purchase, hmm? Such prices, unheard of in all of Stormhold. The mercenaries only make things worse with the Dark Elves. Better if Stormhold is one happy family. And if you plan to start a family, might I suggest a vial of powdered Kaguti horn for heightened potency? No? Your loss.
Nothing. They've kept the morgue locked tight.
The swamps have never been so dark, I say.